first, occur to you, and what were some of your first moves in framing it?
Okay. It was from a visit to New Orleans in 2006. So Katrina happened August of '05, and so it was a year later, and I was invited to speak at Tulane University, and I had never gone to New Orleans before that. In fact, I stayed away from it. The story I tell is that the reason why I stayed away from it is because when I was very young, 11 or 12, I watched an episode of 2020 with Barbara Matthews, and you know that show? And one of the clips in that show, one of the segments in that show was America's First Cops, and it was and they counted down America's first cops by city, and New Orleans was #1. And when they said that, it was basically after that a minute and a half of nothing but footage of cops beating the crap out of people in New Orleans. And I think that really that seared in my mind, basically, that I should stay the hell away from New Orleans, despite my growth, despite my. And so I never went until 2006 when Tulane invited me. And I went because I wanted to see the city for the first time after Katrina, and I also wanted to meet a man who is close to my heart, and that was my lawyer. His name is Bill Quigley, and he's an anti-war lawyer. And he basically, if you get in trouble protesting or doing anti-war activity, he's the guy who does it. And so Bill lived in New Orleans, and the last time I saw Bill was in the summer of '05 at a federal courthouse in D.C. because of the work that I had done with the group called Voices in New Orleans. So he was basically trying to defend us against U.S. Treasury and the State Department, right? So I saw him in the summer of '05. Katrina hit in August of '05. And Bill was down there in the city. And he and his wife, an oncology nurse, was rescuing people in Memorial Hospital. And he was one of those people sending out text messages of what was happening in the city while they were stuck in Memorial Hospital, trying to bring people up to the roof to be televaced out of there. Right? And so after that, Bill relocated to Houston. He ended up going back to New Orleans. But in the meantime, he's writing a lot about what the issues of people going back to the city, trying to get back into the city, trying to move back into the city of maybe not wanting it. And so I wanted to see Bill and wanted to see the city. And so I spoke at Tulane. I worked with grad students in the graduate art program. And I think at a certain point I realized maybe something more can happen. And I think it didn't occur to me of what to do until I came back here after that trip. And so that was the beginning.
And, I've